Coolness. Buck Brown, how are you doing? I'm getting my screen set. And chat filter, all messages. We're heading to Galveston. I just got gas. $4.19 for premium, $3.19 for regular in Huffman, Texas. Put this thing in neutral. There we go. So how are you doing? And we're just gonna head straight down. I want her to follow me. Get my keys in the correct place in my pocket. I don't know if any of y'all understand that or not. But it's annoying to have something in the wrong position when you're riding. It's like your thumb needs to pop. This needs to happen. There's a hair in your face as soon as you get to going down the road and you close your visor. And all that Murphy's Law goodness. I need new gloves. See? They're coming apart there. But we are going to Galveston. And I don't exactly feel like editing. So yeah, this is what we're doing. Hopefully the view's better. I kind of tilted it up a little. Going from one bike to the other, one has a windshield. The seating position is a little different from bike to bike. This one's more upright, more comfortable. The other one's more down and aggressive, but this bike's more aggressive. It's weird. But having to change the angle of the camera. And I don't know if y'all can hear the microphone in the background, or microphone, the speaker in the background. I got the volume turned out. You shouldn't be able to hear it once I get rolling. Like once I actually get rolling. But we will find out, and we'll find out if my signal holds and how far it holds for. If the signal drops out, I'll just go to regular filming. And if I stop somewhere, I'll pick it back up again. But I was having the thought earlier, just going over my bike and everything. This is the second year I've had this one. The other one's on its third year. I've had it for 2. And I had the thought that you're gonna get a scratch on your bike. You're gonna get a ding. You're gonna get a something. No matter what you do, no matter how much you polish it, no matter how much you do anything, it's gonna be there. Are they waiting for me? Okay. This construction sometimes is weird how they do the lights and stuff. But you're gonna get a scratch. There we go. I got a new visor too, but I'll get to that in a second. Put it in the right gear. Might want to pay attention what the hell I'm doing. But it sucks, but you're gonna get it. And I think there's like the levels of grief when you buy it, especially if you buy a bike brand new. I think one of the benefits to buying a used bike that's already got a couple of dings and stuff like that at it, or a little scratch here or there, even if it's in immaculate condition, is it's already there. You don't have to put that first one on it. You don't have to go through that pain. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And I think you go through all 7 stages of grief. It could be from a rock, it could be from strapping something down on a hook or a rope, or it could be from your belt buckle. There's all kinds of things. Hopefully y'all can hear me okay. If y'all could let me know what the sound is like, I'd appreciate it. But once you get that scratch on there, once you get that thing on there, you go through all, the denying it, kind of making deals, trying to figure out, well, I can do this, well, I can do that, and then there's this, it can be a rub, it's just anything. And then there's this final level of acceptance, because you know every time you walk by your bike, every time you look at it, you're going to see it. No matter how good your bike looks, no matter how much nobody else in the world can see it but you, your attention is going to go right to that spot immediately. You know where it is. You've buffed it out, you've done everything, and no one would ever see it if you didn't point it out yourself. But you're going to see it every single time. You're going to see even where it was. So that's kind of how it is, you know. But I was having that thought, looking over my bike, and hopefully the talkback coming through on my headset isn't too bad, because I do have Amy behind me, and she is on the phone. I am the one that's good with directions and stuff. She is not. She's following me. But I am a professional driver. I drive a truck for a living, so I better be good with directions. I'm going to have some problems, you know? And other thing I was going to get into is I do have a pin lock visor now, and thank you for letting me know about that, Buck Brown. But I'm having a hard time finding the pin lock inserts. And I ordered one from Witch Doctors, and that's the only place I could find that had it. Scorpion doesn't have it. I have a Scorpion EXOR 420 helmet, and you can find the visor everywhere. You can't find that pin lock anywhere. So I've ordered it. I haven't got it. It shows that they're processing it. I don't know when they're going to send it. If anybody's had any problems with that or anything like that, let me know. I'd appreciate it. Yes, you can get iced at Specs. Hopefully you can hear her back there. She went to Specs yesterday. Oh, I got the van in front of me. Specs, wine and spirits. She got her little wine bottles yesterday at Specs. And my tooth is hurting, but I'm taking some meds. Nothing I can't ride on. And let me see. Once we get past this light up here, shouldn't be bad, it'll open up. Then we have the people that don't understand the right lane is a turn only lane. And they get over there and they want to go straight. Doesn't matter when or where or anything else. That's just where they're going to go. And they're going to back the whole thing up. They do it every morning. Everyone complains. Murdoch's. Where at? Oh, okay, okay. Okay. Oh, that's kind of the entire island. I wish the house my grandfather was born in was still in the family, because people pay good money to sleep in it because it's a historical landmark. My hip was cramping up. Gonna make it through? Okay. So now we have a destination. It's the Dukes of Hazzard. Awesome. Awesome. But where were we talking about? Oh yeah, the whole island is that way. But the house he was born in survived that big hurricane of like 1900. So it's a historical landmark. Pin lock visor on my helmet, so I at least have a new visor. It's nice, it's clear. It makes such a difference to put a new visor on your helmet. I don't know how the signal is going. You have to let me know how the signal is too. Awesome. But when you change your visor out, and it's kind of like your windshield in your car, you don't realize it until you put a new one in there, you know, how much duller it's getting, because you kind of wear with it. The same with your helmet, the same with anything else. And I've got the new one on, and it's just so much clearer. It should help. But hopefully I get the inserts pretty soon. It hasn't shown shipped in a week, but it shows that they have the order. So I don't know. If anyone else has a lead on, you can see that. If anyone else has a lead on an insert for a pin lock visor for a Scorpion EXO R420 helmet, I would love to hear it. Where are you? Can you still see me? Awesome. I'm going at the speed of traffic. Yeah, no, it's 50. You're doing 62. I'm doing 58. 56. I'm coming to a stop. So now we're going to go to Murdoch's. You still want to go to that Greek seafood place? Or you want to eat somewhere like at Murdoch's? Okay. I see you now. That light is not timed very well. Anyways, I adjusted the camera view. Hopefully it looks better. I have no idea what gear it's in because it wouldn't go all the way down. Oh, I'm in second. Cool. No, I'm in third. I'm not getting carried away. But there's nothing to do. You know, I'm sweating in my helmet to make all of you up north jealous. I'm not even wearing a coat. It's that warm. Some of y'all have snow. I know. soon to be hotter. They said spring is going to be a warmer than usual spring. As long as that's not bringing a bunch of rain along with it, that would be awesome. I have slowed down. Looks like I've got 2 people still watching. Hopefully the signal's not coming in and out. I check the comments, I check all that stuff. And I need to pull my shirt down. That was loud. What's the next light doing? The next light is red. It ain't getting any redder. But I did pick the camera up a little. It's got a dog bone link on the GoPro mount. And I just pushed it out a little so that I could kind of tip it up a little bit more. I can see them. Thank you. A church on the left, a church on the right, a gas station. Yeah, that's Texas. Churches, gas stations, dollar stores, and Walmarts, and fields. We have that disease of concrete growing out here, slowly overtaking us. And all the stores, the little strip malls, and everything else are just like popping up like a pox on the earth. We kind of want to move further out, but we kind of don't want to. We're in the same position as all of our neighbors. Because I've talked to our neighbors too. There's so many people, you know, they moved out here to get away from, you know, the stuff in Houston. But now all that stuff's spread out here. And, you know, we got country on the left and city on the right kind of thing. And there was more country on the right when we moved out here. But the cost of housing and everything else, to get something equivalent to what we got, we would be paying probably 3 times what we're paying now. Somewhere between 2 and 3 times. You know? And it's too much money. I can afford what I have right now. I would just barely be able to afford it. And I know it's the American way to get yourself in debt and hot up to your eyeballs to get what you want. Finance everything to the limit of what you can finance. You don't need a spare dollar. You need to send that to the bank. Where not only will you pay interest on it, they will collect even more interest on your money because we feed the banks. But I don't want to do that. You know, we're kind of starting to recover from my accident a few years ago. And I hope none of y'all ever go through that, you know. But reality, your bills don't stop, your income does. And that's not good. It throws everything for a loop. And I had help. You know, thank God, or I would have lost everything. So Guns and Barbecue, if you hear this, thank you so much for that fundraiser. And thank you to the St. Christopher Foundation, which helps truck drivers, anyone with a CDL. And if it wasn't for that, I don't know what we would have done. But it's still, even with that, it that allowed me not to lose everything. And I appreciate everything. But the reality is that it throws everything for a loop. All your finances, all that stuff are thrown out of whack. So, then you go back to work and you're on light duty and everything else. You can't make as much money as you need to be making. So we're just recovering really from that. We're just now getting to that point of we can do something, And as much as I want to move further out, because like I said, that disease of concrete has spread out here. And I don't want to put myself in debt like that. Like, is it worth it? I don't think it is. I went over the bridge there. Okay. Yeah, I was going to say I'm coming up on that curve. But I don't see the point. I mean, I'm already in debt enough we've got 2 cars, a house, and 2 Harleys. I think that's kind of it for now. Because fridges are going to go out, dryers, washers, all that kind of stuff. We need to fix our fence as it is. And all that kind of stuff's going to happen even with a brand new house. Where's my nose itch? There we go. Even with the brand new house, things are going to happen. When we bought our house, the first thing that went out was the air conditioner in the summer. And then you're dealing with the warranty, everything else. So shit is going to happen. It just is. And I don't think putting ourselves to the limit of what we can afford, because we've been at that. I don't think that's a good idea. And just catching up, we've been at that. And I'm literally just getting to the point where I might have $1 to spare. And I would like to have that $1. I would like to put it back. But then that puts me back in the same situation I was talking about a second ago. All this stuff's spreading out here. I mean, the crime they're having in the city I'm in right now, Crosby, Texas. They shouldn't have the kind of crime that they've been having. They shouldn't have the homeless problem and the problem with meth and fentanyl and that sort of thing. And, the crackhead walking down the street look like their back's rubber, spinning all around, trying to bite their ear, standing in the middle of the road in front of you at 2 o'clock in the morning. We shouldn't be dealing with that here. Honestly, no one should be dealing with that anywhere. But we have a legal system that just wants to lock people away, not help them. But then again, there's some people you can't help. That's a reality. I don't know what the solution is. I don't want to live next to it. I do know stuff like our DA, Kim Ogg, letting people out on $100 bail to rob you and rob you and rob you again, to the point that they're terrorizing communities. I know that doesn't work. There's got to be some kind of punishment, but where do you go from there? I have no idea. Rehabilitate those you can. Maybe don't punish them for the rest of their lives where they can't get a job or anything, and who knows? I mean, I think if you've done your time, you've done your time, but you got to do your time. We had some issues during COVID, and they weren't good. And we're gonna have to get over into the right lane. Where are you at back there? Unless there's a wreck or something. Are they going around something up here? Yes, and of course, once again, the state that I live in was retarded enough to make lane filtering illegal. I need to remember that representative's name down there in South Texas who can post billboards that he likes dead bikers. You know, besides, look at that gap. You could almost take a trike down through that gap. And it's just leaving an extra space for you to scoot up if I go up there, and I don't get smashed from behind by Jethro or his wife. You know, or my wife back there behind me, you know, because I'm not there. But they want us to sit back here and get smushed. There are things I like about Texas, and then there's some stuff that is just retarded. But there's less retarded stuff here than there are in places like California, which is an amazingly beautiful state. There's so many screwed up laws. There's a reason Hollywood's there, other than copyright laws of the early 20th century and escaping the East Coast and starting a film industry out there. There's an interesting history to that. That's literally kind of what they did to get away from everything on the East Coast and all of the legal stuff they were going through. They went out to the West Coast and they started Hollywood. And the country, I don't know, for better or worse for that. I know they have too much influence. But Taco Bell, oh, there's the Shipley's Donuts. Hopefully you can see that. They had the best glazed donuts of any donut chain. If you're in Canada, they beat Tim Hortons on everything. If you're on the East Coast, they're better than Dunkin'. I don't know what you have in California. Y'all have a bunch of weird stuff. So I don't know what to compare it to. That's not a good groove. The Shipley's Donuts, that has got a special place in my mind. Me and my grandfather used to go there. That was his place to go. I'm telling you, they have the best glazed donuts of anywhere. I think the only thing Dunkin' really has that's better is the creamer. How do you buy that for at home? Coffee is important. Don't speak to me before I've had my coffee. I'm a grouch. She could attest to that. See right there? Those are signs right there. That's the concrete growing. They're clearing the trees for it. What'd you say back there? Where are you back there? Yep. Well, I'm going 65. You're going 70. You should pass me. I might have lost my signal. I do not know. We are going to find out. There we go. I picked up my signal again. I'm gonna try this again.
go I-10 west towards downtown. And alright, to go south on 59, you're going to have to get in the left lane. Okay. Are you on I-10 or are you on 16? That's what you need. If it's shut down, you need 10 west. My thing isn't viewing. Hopefully it'll view at some point. It should be recording. This is a part 2. I pulled over, now I gotta catch her. That bearded guy says, hello. There's someone there. Awesome, thank you. So are you on I-10? Yes? On I-10? Alright, you're gonna need to get to your left. There we go, now it's playing. 20 things to do while I'm driving. Or riding, however. I think my camera may be a little crooked, I don't know. Or maybe just me the way I hold my head. I have no idea. Alright, you need to get all the way over to your left so that you can catch 59. I'm giving directions. The freeway is closed going over the ship channel. So the ship channel bridge on 610 is not working at the moment, or it's closed. They're doing construction. They've had a couple lanes closed every day, so I don't know what they're doing on it today. So we're going to have to take I-10 to 59, go south, and 59, I-10, and 45 make kind of like an inner loop sort of thing, like a little triangle around actual downtown. And that's where we're about to be. So we're going to take 59 to 45, and we're going to take 45 south to Galveston. So we're not going over the big bridge. Maybe coming back tonight, I don't know. Or we might come up 146. We could have done that. We could have just took 146, like, you know, from the house. Just went out to Dayton and went south and took 146 all the way down there. We might do that coming back. And I don't know. You see south? I'm back here by the railroad tracks. I'm back by Wayside. Huh? You see downtown? Well, I hope you should see downtown in front of you. I see downtown in front of me.
video when it cut out. It cut out when I was going over to San Jacinto. And just, I guess, signals, changing towers and all that. And I had to change it and pick it back up for the next live stream. But now we're getting into the heart of the traffic situation of the city. I grew up in the country. I was born in Houston, but I grew up in the country. So there's like always that party, and it's like my neighbors are way, way too close. If I have to put clothes on and check my mailbox, my neighbors are way, way too close. I never can remember how to use cruise control. There we go. Trying to tuck my shirt down because my shirt was blowing up. So I had to turn the cruise on, and I never used the cruise. It's like this big feature everyone wants for their motorcycles. I gotta have cruise control. Well, when do you really use it? And unless you're on a long trip or you need to do something with your right hand. I so very rarely use the cruise. It's not like an important feature to me. I mean, it's nice to have, but it's not like a make or break deal on any motorcycle. And you watch these reviews of people with the motorcycles, and they act like, oh my God, it doesn't have cruise control. The world's gonna end. No, it's not. Most of you are going to work and back anyways, or to the bar, or to a club, or over to your friend's house. You're commuting. You're not riding that damn far. So why would cruise control be a make or break anything? Who's following me? Well, I'm following her now. She was following me. I had to pull over and mess with my thing. That would be my wife. Yes, must be wifey. Yes, it is. There's Houston. Hopefully you can see it. So I do need to look in front of me. Now, when you see 45 up there, have you already got on 45 south? Okay. You're on 59 south if you pass that. George R. Brown is right in front of me on my right. And oh, you already passed it. Okay, so you stayed in the lane for 45 south. And that convention center up here, when I did trade show freight, they always would give me the hardest door. And it was annoying, but I knew why they did it. Because they knew I could get in there without any problem. I had this big stretched out XL Classic. And I was longer than the Peterbilts, you know, with worse steering. Yeah, it's traffic. Those docks are right up there, right above me. Anyone who's done show freight knows what I'm talking about. You back in right there for the convention center. That is the convention center. And they, you know, I was sitting there, and I was, what was it, 74 foot long? I think I was 74.6. And they would give me the hardest door, because they knew I could get in there. And it gets so annoying when they see you and you have no excuse because they know you can do it and you just don't feel like doing it today. You know? You don't exactly feel like doing it. I put it... I don't know if y'all can hear her or not. I think they can hear you. I won't know unless they tell me that they can hear you. Someone's opening it back up. Have you passed 610 already? 610. Have you went by 610 yet going south? Have you passed Telephone Road? Well, 610's a big loop. You should know if you went past it. I think Broadway's after 610. Trying to find out where she is. There are too many cars. Brakes work. You in a traffic jam? I think I'm about a mile behind you. There's Greg's. Squid Ridge. The far left lane. Okay, something may have happened up there. Houston, so probably. It's like people getting over, like maybe something happened on the right. I don't know. You see a sign that says 610 in front of you? I think I see you up there. Like right in front of you, there's a sign that says 610 35 South. Pearland, Alvin. Okay, I've caught up with you. I have caught up with you. I know where you're at. Can't really get over, but I know where you're at. I think you're gonna have to get over. Hey, there's another Santa Cruz right beside me. It's a different color. They're not gonna let me over. And they will run over you here. I see you up there. You're gonna have to get over to the right. Okay. I see you. I don't know what everyone's going around yet. You'll probably see it before me. There's a Santa Cruz beside you. I'm fixing to be beside you. Looks like a fender bender or somebody broke down. There you go. Shall I take the lead again? That is not a bike, that is a slingshot. cool, but they're a different thing. I'm doing 54. She's always telling me to slow down. Are you still behind me? I am doing 58 miles an hour. For anybody that's watching, see my speedometer? I'm doing 60. I'm not doing that fast. She says I'm going too fast. And either you can hear her or you can't. And if you can't hear her, just imagine that I'm like schizophrenic or something and I'm having my own conversation with an imaginary person or just one of my personalities. Check this out. There's the Pleasure Pier. Just a walk on the beach. So I wish I could bring my dog and do that. I was looking at swim dresses earlier. I might go swimming. I don't know. The one thing California has better than we do is their water is way better. It's clean. You can see your feet. But they've been making improvements. If you want like white sand, clear water, go down to Kima. They actually imported white sand down there. But check it out. Check out that moon. It's got a full moon. Cool. And my beautiful wife. And once again, the Pleasure Pier. My boots are waterproof. We're all good. Just a walk on the beach. Check it out. Salt water. Try not to drop my phone in the salt water. She's angry. Why does that mean that I can't go? There's no one behind you. Sorry, you get to listen to me and her argue. But I'm about to give you a view of the seawall at night when it's not a huge party, just a normal night, just a normal Galveston. That's what it is. Look at that water. You gonna be able to turn if I go? Or do I need to wait? You can turn right on red. This is what holds my day up. Okay, come on. There we go. And hopefully the signal will hold out if it starts skipping or something. I'm sorry. It is what it is. But we're going down the seawall at night in Galveston, Texas. I hope my microphone's in a good spot. I didn't check it, so if y'all can hear me, if someone can hear me, let me know. If I get up here to a stoplight, I'll put it in neutral and I'll check it out. There's the Pleasure Pier. And Bubba Gump. Bubba Gump Shrimp Company. I'd rather go to Guido's. Oh, you can smell those candles, huh? Let's see. Yeah, my microphone's down. Hopefully they can hear me. I don't have too many people watching. I have like one. One is the loneliest number. This is just a normal Saturday night on Galveston Island. No bike rally, no nothing like that. Just a normal. It's not even spring break, I don't think, right now. I think spring break's over. I mean, there's Mardi Gras. I should have went to Mardi Gras this year, but something happened. I'll try next year to go to Mardi Gras. Next week's spring break for you? Well, I think some of these people are already spring break. Yeah. That's what I was saying. I think spring break is over. Amy's on the phone back there, as usual. I'm not talking to myself, I swear. Although I could be. Okay, this thing is not GP shift. I need to go the other way. There we go. There we go. Alright, hopefully that works for the microphone. If it don't, I'm sorry. If you're out there, let me know if you can hear me. We're gonna go to like 31st, something like that. It's a normal night. I'm so glad I got this new visor. I'm gonna make a longer video of all of this. Hello, bus. Glad I didn't actually open it up. I'd hate to hit a tour bus. But I'll probably make a longer video and a bunch of shorts and all that good stuff, and you know how it goes. But next year I should be doing Mardi Gras. This year I'll be doing the Lone Star Rally again, as long as I'm not out of town for someone's foreseen event with work. I'm pretty sure my boss knows I want to go to the Lone Star Rally. I don't think that takes much common sense to figure that one out. I'll work Christmas, just let me go to the rally. Guido's is up here. There's Nick's. I don't know about Nick's. I always ate at Guido's with my grandfather. I figured my grandfather was born here, so he knows where to eat. Look at the water. Just don't slip in the water. I do not want to slip in the water. That's Guido's right there. They have awesome shrimp. I'll be patient. She got caught by a light back there. Once again, I don't know if you can hear or not. All the head shops and the smoke shops and the tattoo shops and the taco shops and the bike rentals and the no-tell, motel, hotel. Used to be a swanky establishment. But kind of went downhill 30 years ago kind of place, and then a brand new fancy hotel and all that kind of shit. I think we've ate there at that Papa's Pizza before. They're the place next to it. We might be near that hotel. I'm not sure. There's a hotel that me and Amy like to stay at that we've stayed down here before at. And it's like you got your room and a kitchen and one of those kind of places, and it's like this, you know, real hippie kind of place, and you walk outside and you just walk across the street to the beach, and you might have to watch out for bears. You know, there was a nice couple of bears in the room next to us last time, but they won't hurt nobody. Big old furry dude. Yep, there it is. Right there's the hotel. Right there. Behind that gas station. It's a decent little Mexican restaurant there too. Are you still behind me anywhere? Okay. I'm up by Critico's. You ride slow. I'm trying to go as slow as I can. There's the place we ate earlier. And the knick-knack shacks. And the seashell stores. There's a tongue twister that says Jigger. You can pronounce that name if you want to, because YouTube will misunderstand it. I think that's some kind of bar.